Today, we are celebrating fun facts about historical figures with a twist.
That's right, Jeremiah. Today, we are sharing 5 historical figures that not only impacted history in their way, but also served in the United States military, sharing interesting facts about Veterans Day for students.
That's right, Frankie. We often get questions about Veterans Day like, why is Veterans Day always on the 11th? Or the differences Veterans Day versus Memorial Day have. But today, we are doing something different. We are talking about famous black veterans in history. And right now, I am talking about a man who broke the color barrier in baseball. I'm talking about none other than Jackie Robinson.
That's right. Jack Roosevelt Robinson, born January 31st, 1919, and passing away on October 24th, 1972, was a professional baseball player who became the first African American to play in Major League Baseball in the modern era.
Yes, sir. And although many people know Jackie from his contributions to the civil rights movement and his success in Major League Baseball, Jackie Robinson also served in the U.S. Army from 1942 to 1944. Standing up for what he believed in, even in the Army during boot camp at Fort Hood, Texas, it got Jackie Robinson arrested and court-martialed in 1944 for refusing to give up his seat and move to the back of a segregated bus. He would later be acquitted and moved to another camp where he would serve as a coach for Army athletics until receiving an honorable discharge in November 1944.
Up next, I love when people don't take no for an answer and change our world today even though others tell them they can't.
Where are you going with this one, bro?
I'm talking about another historical figure named Cathay Williams. She was an African American soldier who enlisted in the United States Army under the name William Cathay. Born to an enslaved mother and free father in September 1842, and passing away circa 1893, Cathay Williams was the first black woman to enlist and the only documented woman to serve in the United States Army, posing as a man during the American Indian Wars.
Now, that is an amazing story about a woman who wasn't afraid of being a catalyst for change. Now, with our next featured veteran, you can't think of films like Star Wars or an actor with a voice that sounds like no other without mentioning James Earl Jones. Born January 17, 1931, we know Jones in history for shaking up the entertainment world, winning Tony Awards for his performance in The Great White Hope and Fences. He has also won Emmy Awards and even received an honorary Academy Award in 2011. Jones has done everything from stage to film, including voicing Darth Vader in the Star Wars franchise. Now, talking about Jones's military service, James served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War. He became a second lieutenant after he was commissioned and graduated from the basic officer course in 1953. Upon looking at his options after serving in the military, he left the military as a first lieutenant to pursue a career in acting.
James Earl Jones is one of my favorites. Now, going back in time and following another historical figure that was also a veteran, I want to talk about Benjamin Oliver Davis Sr. Davis was born in Washington, D.C. on July 1st, 1877. He became involved with the U.S. military at an early age, joining the military on July 13, 1898, during the war with Spain as a temporary first lieutenant of the 8th United States Voluntary Infantry. Benjamin Oliver Davis Sr. would rise through the ranks of the military and become the first African American general officer in the regular Army and the United States Armed Forces.
Now, that is a fantastic story as well, my friend. Looking at our final profile, you can't think of movies like The Dark Knight, Shawshank Redemption, Driving Miss Daisy, and more without thinking about actor, director, and narrator Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman was born on June 1st, 1937 in Memphis, Tennessee. Of course, I've mentioned some amazing films already, but Morgan Freeman also served in the U.S. military. Freeman joined the Air Force after high school to become a fighter pilot. After serving, Freeman realized that wasn't a path that he felt would be a good fit for him.
And there you have it, sharing interesting facts about historical figures who not only impacted our world today, but were also veterans too.